Hey guys, Czar here. Hope all is well. Trust you're having a good morning so far. It is Thursday, November the 14th, 9:28 a.m., and that means 2 minutes to the open here on New York. Why don't we start with the Daily Frame, the most boring trading channel on YouTube, because I repeat the same things every day, and I encourage you to do the same thing in your practice. Make it as boring as possible. Becoming a master of a single defined process. Repetition is the mother of skill and all that good stuff. We have another inside day here, guys. Very lackluster for the last few days, as you can see. Inside days, small body, small span of travel so far. We've gone through all of Asia and, of course, a good portion of the UK session here as well. Inside on the Nasdaq, inside on the S&P. Marginally bearish bodies for now, but that could change, of course, here on the open. We are at the high end of last week's range. Of course, there's the top of last week's range, and there's the bottom of last week's range way down here. It's the same picture, or very similar on the S&P as well. These are the 1-minute charts of the sisters, Nasdaq and S&P, volume weighted average price in the middle with 2 standard deviation borders on either side. And we're just kind of hanging about here, wrapping around the 2 EMAs, the 9 and the 21. Nothing magical about those EMAs, guys. You can use whatever you want. That's just what I happen to choose. This is my trading grid, daily 30-minute chart, and the 1-minute chart, sometimes 30-second chart on the open. This is a 1 minute for now. There's that daily inside day. Here's the 30-minute Asian session and the UK session so far. See those different background colors? And then we're heading into the New York session here as well. Yesterday, if you remember, was a very rangy day, and then we expanded later on in the day, kind of towards lunchtime, and then pulled back later in the afternoon. We are open, guys, here on the Nasdaq. I'll let this play out for a while, guys. I'm going to be very patient here on the open. I will bring you back as things develop. We are inside that 1-minute open range that has been set. If you remember, yesterday's open range was about 26 points. Today it's 32 points on the Nasdaq. On the S&P, it was less than 3 points yesterday. Today it's 5.5 points. Not huge. We'll watch. And again, everything in the context of what we're seeing here on that daily chart. Patience is the key word today. So just hanging around here in the open range, guys, and as long as we do that, or even anywhere close, I have nothing to add. Just sitting and watching. All right, guys, looking like we want to push up here a little bit. Even if we get a break above the open range, I'm not touching this, guys, given that we have this zone here in the context of a lackluster sleeping daily. If this was an up day or a strong daily candle, then all of a sudden this zone would become less relevant to me. But it's very relevant given how sleepy these daily bodies have been lately. And the fact that we're selling off on the S&P. There may be an opportunity to drive down below here and right through this fairly minor zone from the Asian session to take a run at yesterday's drop to here. You see that there? Just watching, guys. This is just a marker. We do have a bearish body on the daily. Not live, guys. Dropping down. Not in this, guys. Not in this. Part of my brain is wishing that I was. I'm going to wait for this, guys. I'm going to move this to the side just so you don't get confused. All right. If we get back to this entry point, this break, and a retest, if you like, I will enter. So that's a limit order to sell. and stop above the high of the day, giving it lots of room to work. Nope, canceling that, guys. Just rethinking, not feeling it. My instinct is telling me not to take that entry, and so I'm going to sit here and move this off to the side on purpose so you can see that I'm not acting upon anything here. When the moment comes, I'll take hold of the flame. This is the dance, guys. You can see this candle now has really spanned the whole range of travel through the Asian session and the UK session so far. Of course, UK continues until about 11:30 New York time. All right, guys, sell stop order right there. Stop above this big wick. Here we go. And I'm in. Just got triggered in there. Right there. There's the crossing. Fairly aggressive entry now. Now that we've had this big shift candle down, a little resting candle here, and then breaking down below, looking for a fairly quick move down. I'm going to show you this too, guys. Notice how the S&P is leading the charge to the downside. We have alignment between the two sisters, and that's very important to me on lackluster days. No guarantees here. All right, guys, moving my stop to break even, and one more push will do it. This has been a real grind, just in line with the character of the daily chart and why I play such defense on days like this and in weeks like this. One more push. There it is, guys. Thanks for being with me. Appreciate you. Have an amazing afternoon.